Sallie Hirshberg. Hi, Sallie. It's nice to meet you. Sallie has invited us in, and we're going to talk about the success of your gallery during this particular time. So you've been doing very well, you were saying to me.
Yes, considering the economy, we're doing quite well. We're getting ready for a Matisse Jazz show in September.
Perfect. Oh, what a good topic.
And we've already had quite a bit of interest in the suite. I believe that we probably have it about 50% sold before the show is even opening. Technically, we're not selling the pieces yet, but we've had quite a bit of interest. So.
Oh, perfect. Well, they ran a piece in the Wall Street Journal the other day that during all this rearrangement of money, art was the perfect investment, that it continues to climb. Have you found that to be so?
We have. You know, I'm really surprised based on the market, the amount of activity that we've had here in the gallery. But I think that, I guess I can't say that I'm surprised being an art historian. There's always going to only be one Rembrandt or one Monet or one Renoir, or even if it's a limited edition, it's how many pieces can you find that were actually created in the 17th century or the 18th century or the
Correct.
19th century.
Correct.
So it's absolutely, it's something that I believe you should do as a passion, but it's also certainly seems to be quite a solid investment as opposed to some of the other situations out there. They're quite more volatile.
Well, love the work and research who you're buying from, and that ensures your investment. And I've noticed you have beautiful pieces. The Rembrandts you have are quite stunning. I like the woman, the
mother, the artist's mother.
Yes, that's I've seen that piece around. I didn't know that. What is the title of it?
That one is the artist's mother.
Yes, a great piece. And you have Chagall here?
We have Chagall. We have Picasso, Miro, Dali, the Pissarro family, Renoir, Manet, Mary Cassatt, Miro, on and on. So.
And who have you've invited younger artists in who are established, but and they're continuing to establish their careers. I noticed you have Jamali.
Yes. And
he's a fine art artist.
He is, and he actually started a whole new movement in art called mystical expressionism, where many art historians have said that he's taken the process a little beyond Jackson Pollock, where he's working inside the painting in a shallow pool of water and moving the pure pigments with his feet. So he also has that interesting technique to go along with his beautiful work.
And you're selling, you also carry, there's a Dutch painter you're carrying?
Yes, Luc Lestemacher,
right.
Who is by far the gallery's most sought after landscape contemporary artist. So he's originally from Holland and now lives in LA, and just has an incredible style where he creates these inner landscapes that sometimes become more abstract and sometimes are a little bit more realistic, where people look and go, that's Nantucket, and somebody else will look and go, that's California. Yeah. So it's really, I think he really appeals to everyone. I don't think I've ever found anyone that doesn't love his work.
Yeah, I walked in and I did fall in love. And then I also love Samir Samoun. You have Samir's work?
Yes, Samir is an incredible artist. He's been with the gallery over 7 years now. And again, just wonderful technique where he is covering the canvas itself with the sienna color that you see, and then takes a brush and works over the undercoating and still lets the undercoating come through, which is very unusual, and it actually works almost as a highlight within the painting itself. And we have so many people that fall in love with his work, and we're quite proud to be able to represent him here in Boston, where his work can also be found at the museum in Montreal, as well as other very important public and private collections.
He had a large showing at Plattsburgh, am I correct?
Yes, he was honored with that exhibition.
Yes, yes. And then who are some of the other artists? You have some lovely Picassos.
We do.
You have some really great Picassos.
We pride ourselves. We just sold one of the most important linocuts, which was well into the six figures, and we were just able to make that happen at a very attractive price point for a collector based on the economy. So it is a great time to buy.
And what gave you the foresight to go into this mixture of contemporary artists and established collectible pieces by, 18th and 19th century artists?
Well, I'm an art historian by degree, and I've always loved history, the Baroque period, from Rembrandt through Picasso, and so those are the staples of the gallery. And then we like to showcase living artists as well that also have museum credentials but are more affordable, so somebody can buy a large painting without having to spend $1 million. They can spend $10,000 or less or more for a really important artist of today.
But you've been doing this a little more successfully than most for a slightly longer period of time.
Well, I think my background helps. When I first graduated school, I went and had the privilege of working for Fidelity Investments. They owned a chain of galleries at the time for 10 years, and that was a wonderful, wonderful walk into the world of art. And opened this gallery close to 11 years ago. So I think we've been doing it a long time, and we're very passionate about what we do. We're part of the community, and it's important to us that people are happy, and that's why they're coming back to us.
And what kinds of charities do you serve through your gallery?
I'm very passionate about children's organizations, so we work very closely with many of them. March of Dimes, Home for Little Wanderers. Also, I've been on the board for the 100 for Mass General Hospital, so whatever we can do to help any organization, we're always happy to get involved.
So you have a presence in the community. Well, I want to thank you so very much. And what is the address?
We are at 33 Newbury Street in Boston, in the heart of Back Bay, the very first block between Arlington and Berkeley.
And what is the website?
We are www.gallery-dorsey.com.
And what is the phone number?
617-266-8001.
Thank you, Sallie, for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jamie Forbes for Fine Art Magazine, thank you.